What's good? It's your boy Fanon. Hey, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, like, share, all of the above. Thank you to everybody that tuned into the live stream that we just had for the Jeff Horn, Terence Crawford bout. Terrific bout. Wow. Yeah, man, we know who the number one pound for pound dude in the world is, okay? I don't see how anybody could say it's anybody other than Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford absolutely positively looked fantastic. Fantastic. I love the way that dude throws hands, man. I really love the way that he boxes. He is so skillful. And he's not just skillful. The guy is mean as a snake. It is amazing, man. He roughed up Jeff. Jeff Horn was just not on his level. Okay, he just absolutely positively was not on his level, man. And I got my shout out to my man who called this bout the way that they called it, and his name was Best BFTB Boxing. BFTB Boxing basically called this right down the line. He's like, look, Terence Crawford is about to absolutely run through Jeff Horn. It was not going to be it's not a close competition. Jeff Horn is the Jeff Horn that we thought Jeff Horn was. And no disrespect to the Australians out there, man. It's just that Terence Crawford is a real one, man. Terence Crawford is a real one. And I do not for the life of me get, after this performance, you got to put this cat at the top, number one pound for pound guy. It is his third weight division. And he's got his third title he's got the title in his third weight division. He unified at 100. He won a belt at 135. He won all four belts at 140 pounds. Now he's won a third title in dominating fashion at 147 pounds. So I'm sorry, man. And I'm looking in the ring, and you can't tell me that and I got a lot of respect for Vasily Lomachenko. You can't tell me if Vasily Lomachenko was the same size as Terence Crawford, that Terence Crawford wouldn't beat him. If they're the same size, same everything, Terence Crawford beats him, man. Terence Crawford beats him. That cat is just absolutely, he's just a beast, man. And anyway, so that's my take on it. That's the main thing, two things that I got out of this bout. I'm 100% convinced, in my opinion, that the number one pound for pound guy in the world is Terence Crawford. That was a spectacular show. Number two, the biggest boxing match in the world, the one that is really going to really take off, and I did a video earlier today because I really felt like this was going to be the case, was going to be Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. Now, I want to see Terence Crawford in there with some more, Here's the question that I had for Terence Crawford, because I thought Terence Crawford was going to win on a stoppage on cuts. Jeff Horn's face did not open up, so I was wrong about that. But it was a stoppage based on just getting pummeled. He was just absolutely positively getting pummeled, man. He was just on a different level, on a completely different level from Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn, in my opinion, needs to go and for all the talking Russian did. Now, this is to the Australian subscribers. I hope you still want to watch videos on the channel. I'll definitely, because it's been a good ride over the last year. I've enjoyed Jeff Horn. I've enjoyed Duco Promotions. I've enjoyed Glenn Rushton. But that guy needs to learn how to jab, man. That guy has got to learn how to jab. When I was watching the training footage of Jeff Horn and Glenn Rushton, and he would keep doing these lead hooks. It was like lead hook, right? Lead hook, pivot, lead hook, pivot, lead hook, pivot. I'm like, man, this dude's going to get knocked out doing that. And eventually, that's what happened. Terence Crawford figured out he had Horn had a good first round. Caught Terence Crawford a couple times with those lead hooks. And Eventually, Terence Crawford got the timing, and then Terence Crawford just started doing whatever he wanted to do to him, man. I'm loving it, man. Now, some people said that they could really, that I got to go back and watch Marvin Hagler. There was in the live stream we did, and I'm telling you, man, it was a wonderful live stream. I hope that you guys please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you can participate in these live streams we do. They really are very. We had several thousand people in the live stream today. You know, in and out, people bouncing in and out. But several thousand people in the live stream, man. Very good conversations, and it's just really a big pleasure to do. It's the thing that I like most about boxing, doing this YouTube channel. So I just would hope that you subscribe and pay and come to them. We had Blood Boxing. My man Blood Boxing was in there. Black Fight Fan TV was in there. There's a lot of really good, a lot of the usual subscribers were in there. Anyway, but in the midst of that, they talked about people started comparing Terence Crawford to Hagler. Now, I've always thought because Hagler's a southpaw, I always saw a lot of Marvin Hagler in Errol Spence. But I could see what they're talking about with Terence Crawford. I could see what they're talking about. I got to go back to the film and check that out. But, this cat is somebody, this is a Hall of Famer, man. This is magic happening. Just on the real. This is one of the best. Terence Crawford is one of the best boxers that I've ever seen. And that's one of the beautiful things about boxing is that you continue to have very high quality boxers that just continue to come out. It's very nice being in the United States, being very fortunate to be a boxing fan in the United States, because we always have a next level athlete in boxing just consistently. And right now, I think we have, we've had our Muhammad Ali's, we had Sugar Ray Leonard's, we've had a Mike Tyson's, right? We've had Roy Jones Jr.'s, we've had, Roy Jones Jr.'s, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Andre Ward. I do believe I said Roy Jones, Andre Ward, Terence Crawford. Now we got Terence Crawford. I believe Errol Spence Jr. is that level of guy too. Because honestly, if anybody thinks Jeff that Errol Spence would have done anything but worse to Jeff Horn, then oh man, you got it completely confused. But I got to tell you, man, I'm really interested in seeing Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. Because it doesn't look like, number one, because there's not, other than Bob Arum, I guess Bob Arum could be the promoter. They could hold some stuff up if you really wanted to. And I know that Bob Arum said that he wanted to make sure that bout was on pay-per-view for it to happen. And I think earlier before he had said that he thought that Errol Spence Jr. needed to sign with a promoter. Well, apparently Errol Spence Jr. has signed with himself and Man Down Promotion. And so hopefully they can get that going, man. Also, before that bout had happened, there was another really good bout between several good bouts, man, this weekend. I'll touch on them because I'm not going to do separate videos on them. The bout that I was really looking forward to, I was looking forward to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury bout turned out like I thought it would. It was pretty much a sparring. He looked like an overweight cab driver. Beating up on, but he just beat up on the guy, and the guy quit. I think Tyson Fury played with him for a little while. He took it so much as a joke, man. He literally, God, I don't understand why he kissed that guy, but he did. And I'm like, oh Lord, how can I stand up for you, dog, when you're doing stuff like that? But anyway, so I act like I didn't see that and just roll and say, look, Tyson Fury was going to hurt that dude. He started hitting him. He played around with him for a round or two. There were some scuffles out in the crowd. So he turned around and looked at the scuffles in the crowd, turned back, to the boxing match. The dude couldn't hit him. He couldn't have laid on a glove on Tyson Fury if the guy, he couldn't have touched him if he had two tennis rackets in his hands. I mean, he just was that far away from Tyson Fury's head. He just was way too small. Tyson Fury showed a couple little flashes of some hand speeds. He let his hands go, quick pop, pop, pop. But really, what hurt the guy, and I believe that made the guy not come out, is that Tyson Fury started sitting down on his punches, and he really did stop playing. I think it was round 3 he stopped playing, and he hit him with some pretty hard body shots, and then he hit him with some uppercuts. And after that, he was like, "Look, it ain't worth it," and got his paycheck and got up out of there. Right, which was what he's supposed to do. Now, I don't think clearly from that he's ready to get in the ring with Deontay Wilder, or ready to get in the ring with any of the other top heavyweights quite yet. But the best thing that I can say about that bout is that he had it, that he got in there, that he walked into an arena, you could hear his name announced, he walked up the stage, he walked up the stairs, he won a boxing match, right? We're not where we were, and this is coming, from me being a Tyson Fury fan. I'm not here having conversations about UCAD and the British Boxing Board of Control, and is he really retired or is he not retired? And then when you looked at how big he was earlier in the year, how gigantic, big doesn't even describe it, how gigantic he was, a few months ago, though he was clearly still, I thought he weighed in at 276, even though he still was way, way, way overweight, at least, I think he probably cut off 60 pounds, 60, 70 pounds. And, he was able to move a little bit, get around. So hopefully in his next bout, he'll be able to weigh in somewhere around. Hopefully he can be in the ring again in the next 3 months. I think that would be great for him if he could get in. And, if he's going to have 3 matches, then, let the matches be like 3 months apart, right? Just get him in there, get him in, have another one. I know that he had like 20,000 people in there, but in there this evening, it was a packed crowd. It looked like it was a big event, a good, nice size event for a comeback match. But hopefully he can, hopefully it won't be an impediment to him getting in the ring quickly, right? The fact that that his matches are in, 20,000 seat arenas. Hopefully, that they'll put him in there again quickly, and he can get 2-3 matches in, and then we can see where he is with that. And honestly, that's my take on it. I just want to see where he is, after 2 or 3 bouts. And then we can say, okay, now he's had 2 or 3 bouts. If he regresses at all, it's lights out, if he, on the career, if he regresses, like if he comes in the next bout looking like he did in this bout, right? I can understand it for this one, but for the next one, I can't understand it. Right. So that's kind of where I am with him. Now, Jermall Charlo was also in there against Trout. Very good match. Austin Trout is a super slick. I mean, not super slick. He's a very, very accomplished veteran. And he got hit with some bombs he got hit by with some major stuff by Jermall Charlo. And, he just kept on coming. He had a couple rounds where I was kind of watching towards the end of the bout, I was paying attention to Terence Crawford and Jeff Horn. So I didn't really get to see how the last couple rounds played out. Right. Even though I know in one of them, Trout got knocked down for the second time. But, it looked like it was just, pretty much just it's a pretty much straightforward business. Jermall Charlo looked good in it. He's definitely very, very sharp. You can tell, that he's starting to look, that his training with Derrick James and that style that he has, that Errol Spence Jr. has with him. He looked a little bit like a orthodox stance Errol Spence. Not quite the crazy body attack that Errol Spence has, but he did go to the body a good amount. What he's really trying to do with God doggone, man, what's his name? Trout was hit him with, he was looking for that straight right hand all night. And it was landing pretty well all night. Straight right hand to the body, straight right hand to the head. Use his jab real well, unlike Jeff Horn. Like, gosh, what's wrong with it? Why doesn't Jeff Horn have a jab? Like, not that jab would have done all that well, but still, it is what it is. So now let's see Terence Crawford. Back to Terence Crawford. What I'd like to see Terence Crawford in next is maybe Terence Crawford can get with the loser of the Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter bout. I wouldn't mind seeing him in there with the loser of that. I also wouldn't mind seeing him in there with Lamont Peterson. I wouldn't mind seeing him in there maybe with Omar Figueroa. Man, Terence Crawford and Omar Figueroa, I would love to see that bout. Love to see it. That's a welterweight that I haven't been able to talk about in a lot because he got in I think he had an injury that had him pull out of that Adrian Bronner bout. More than likely that injury included a paycheck to get him to step out of there and not, tear the frame out of Adrian Bronner. But anyway, it is what it is with that. So look, all in all, I'm gonna cut this video a little shorter than I usually do. It was an absolute, not too long. I'm long-winded. But it was an absolutely marvelous night of boxing. There still is one more boxing match coming on. Leo Santa Cruz and Abner Mares that I'll check out. I'm probably not going to do a post to that one. But, it is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Peace.